Hi, I'm Gina. I'm the Chief of Product of Ovia, and I'm also 27 weeks pregnant today. And I'd love to talk to you about what's going on with our bodies and our babies this week in our pregnancies. This week, the baby has really grown. It's the size of a bunch of bananas. It's about 15 inches long and weighs just over 2 pounds, so the baby is really getting big. This week, your baby is opening and closing its eyes like a pro, although I don't know what it's looking at in there inside the womb. The baby is also developing its brain at a rapid pace, which is helping it control its movement after birth. The baby is also learning how to regulate its body temperature and control its lungs. The baby's ears have also developed a lot at this point, so a lot of parents will start singing to their babies or just talking to their babies or playing music. Some symptoms you might expect this week, weight gain and all of its sexy side effects like constipation and hemorrhoids and decreased mobility. A lot of Ovia moms say it's hard to exercise or maintain an ideal level of activity at this point in their pregnancies. It's just very hard to move when everything's hurting. A lot of women will recommend yoga or swimming, but if you don't have access to a pool like I don't, I've tried walking to work every day, which has been helpful. And some other symptoms you might expect are some skin changes or changes in your hair, nails. A lot of women will talk about the most glamorous pregnancy symptom, which is your hair thickening or your nails growing faster. But many women actually experience the opposite, where you might notice your hair or your nails become more brittle during pregnancy. However, whatever side you're experiencing or you're not experiencing, those are all likely to go away within months after delivery. Other symptoms you might expect, so many. Nasal congestion, skin changes, constipation, flatulence, dizziness, all of these you might experience in week 27 of pregnancy. But again, every woman's different. You might be experiencing none or all of these. This week, I've struggled to find the joy in being pregnant. I've just been in so much pain between the shortness of breath and the swelling and the fatigue and the lack of sleep that I've had a hard time enjoying being pregnant this week. But I'm making sure to track all those symptoms in Ovia. One day I even tracked up to 10 symptoms and was like, what is going on here? A high for me this week was going to my doctor's appointment and learning that the placenta, which was deemed low in a previous doctor's appointment, has since risen, which was really great news. I'd been a little worried about it. A low for me this week was experiencing a really weird and awkward pregnancy symptom, leaking breasts. I was at my apartment the other night and I noticed this watery stain on my left breast. And at first dismissed it, thought I just ran into some water somewhere. But later realized that nope, my boob is leaking. It's leaking. And my husband was there and I told him about it and was mortified. And he just rejoiced and laughed that they work. Little lefty works there. And he thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was weird. A product that I loved this week was a pregnancy pillow. My husband had bought me one, weeks ago, but I was so intimidated by it. It was this gigantic worm-like pillow that kind of wraps around your whole body, and it was a little daunting, so it's just been sitting on my floor for weeks. However, last night he sort of insisted that I try it, and it was absolutely glorious. I recommend it to anyone. An app feature that I really liked using this week was the notes feature in Ovia. I realized I wasn't journaling as much as I wanted to, so I started writing little notes to my baby or documenting all the cravings I was experiencing or funny things people were saying to me. And it was a really great feature. You should all check it out. It's just on the home screen, tap notes. Please come back for next week's episode. We're going to talk all about babies' dreams. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode. I'm so honored to be part of your pregnancy experience working at Ovia. Thank you so much for taking a part in mine. Because when you see the floss and you're like,